The StallionEsearch.com Film of the Month is brought to you by Horse Logic. Visit them at horselogicpro.com. This Film of the Month takes me from the Fort Worth area down even further south to a track I've been going to ever since I was a child in the 70s, Delta Downs in Vinton, Louisiana, for the next episode of Dinner with Thompson. My guest for dinner this time is probably the most accomplished, yet most underrated quarter-horse racehorse trainers in the history of the sport. Kenneth L. Roberts, commonly known as Kenny, semi-quietly has carved out a Hall of Fame deserving career in the racetracks of Louisiana and Texas, as well as taste of success on the national stage at Ruidoso and Los Alamitos. As of July 2018, he is the third all-time leading trainer by wins. Most people don't know that. Only behind the legendary Blaine Schwaneveld and fastly approaching Paul Jones, and he's fourth on the all-time earnings list behind Paul and Blaine and Jack Brooks. In 2017, he was named AQHA World Champion Trainer, the first time for Kenny, and the first time since the year 2000 that a trainer primarily based in Louisiana has won the award. Kenny and I have been friends for a while, and it's his personable qualities and his willingness to share his knowledge with me and his humbleness in his accomplishments in racing that makes him a top-notch individual. And I'm not alone with that sentiment. And yes, I get him to clown around from time to time. He even makes cameos in some of my videos that I put together for awards banquets. I sat down with Kenny at one of his usual haunts in Vinton, Louisiana at Cajun Cowboys for some fine Cajun cuisine, as well as to discuss his career in this sport that both he and I love. Brought directly to you at the barn, Horse Logic, equine supplement products scientifically formulated for the competitive horse and chosen by top professionals in the quarter horse racing world to help you achieve success. From sail-fitting yearlings to putting powerful muscle growth into a runner, Horse Logic gives horsemen the advantage of proven supplements for peak performance. The hottest name in supplements in the quarter horse racing world, Horse Logic Professional.
Kenny, kind of tell me where you grew up and kind of how you got started in the racing world.
I was born in Lafayette, between Lafayette, Bow Bridge, and Cecilia. That's where my family from. And my mom and dad, we ended up moving to Houston at a young age. My mom and dad was not in the horse business, but my uncle, my mama's brother, Anthony Davis, he was in the horse business. I got attached to him. Going to the match races with him at a very young age, and ended up really liking it, So every weekend, hey, he picked us up, and that's where we were, So, but my uncle taught me a lot, and kind of taught me how to respect people, and the main thing in this business is he always told me you got to be humble. So. That's what I try to live by, trying to be humble.
I can say that's without a doubt one of the keys to your personality that I've known you for a while now is the humbleness. Most people, like we mentioned before, most people don't know you're the third all-time leading AQHA trainer of all time in wins, and most people don't know that. And it's just something that you don't go around blowing your own horn, and you don't wear the T-shirt that says third all-time leading trainer. It's just something you just don't do. It's just the humbleness that you have in your personality. It's the way you carry yourself.
Right. And it to me is a dream come true, So, and a lot of people would say, I had a dream, but to me, I think dreams come true, but you got to keep on fighting. You got to keep on trying. And because nobody gonna really just hand you something and give it to you like that. So I feel my dream is coming true slowly but surely, and shoot, I love it. I just love it.
How did you choose, of all the places in the South to start racing in quarter horses? You've pretty much kind of chose Louisiana. What is it about this area, or what about this region that attracts you? I mean, you could be competitive up in Oklahoma. You've gone out to California. You've gone out to New Mexico and had success. Why is it that you kind kind of center in and focus your racing operation in Louisiana?
Well, at the time, I had horses when I was in Texas. I was sending off to different people here, different trainers, and my horses that I had was doing good. So I decided, I believe it was 1982. In 82, I said, well, if they could do good with my horse, I can do the same thing. So I decided to come to Louisiana, and I've been here ever since 82. And to me, here in the state of Louisiana, you know, we don't get the recognition that I feel we should get, but I think we have a lot of trainers here that's really, really trainers. I mean, they're really horse trainers. They're really horsemen. And I don't think a lot of, we had got a lot of recognition.
I met you when we were in the 1990s.
Right.
Lone Star Park, or in Sam Houston started really get going. You know, you and I had discussed this part. You're very unique. The fact that you are an African American trainer in a non-African American dominated sport. And you had mentioned that some of those things have factored in on some occasions on all that. But overall, you'd mentioned to me, it just hard work has prevailed. It just hasn't been something that's been an issue with you.
Right. I kind of always felt that in the process of me going different places and doing different things and meeting different people, the whole key was being humble. I mean, I didn't want to, if I felt I had a real good horse, I didn't want to go broadcast it, because in case that horse didn't perform like it should, and they say, this guy here, he just, he talking all this mess, and his horse didn't really perform like the way he said. So I always felt that I'm going to let this horse speak for me. In this business, you got to have people that believe in you, trust you, feel that you're going to do the right thing for them.
Right.
And that's the way I feel.
Right.
And the owners that, through the years that I had, they trusted me. They believe in me.
Right.
So, and I try to put that faith right back into them.
And AQHA Racing's 2017 Blanche Fonavelle champion trainer. Well, he's won it for himself, but he's pretty much won it for an entire region from where he lives. Born in Lafayette, went to Cashmere High School in Houston. Kenny Roberts. Yee!
It's really hard to really start somewhere, but I'm blessed by the good Lord that got me this far. And my owners, my crew, and my family, and my riders. And it's an honor for me to be here tonight and to receive this. It means a lot to me for all these years. And that's all I can say right now.
Congratulations.
Fast forward to last year's announcement at Heritage Place. They had the AQHA World Champion announcements, and you were on hand. You had family there as well, and when the trainer name came, it was announced that Kenneth L. Roberts was 2017 AQHA World Champion. I mean, that's a long time coming. I mean, you've been training since late 70s. To stand up on that podium, obviously we saw the high level of emotion that you had at the time, and kind of tell me what was going through your mind when you were actually announced as the world champion.
It was like, I can't believe it. I can't believe it, because it took a lot of hard work, time, and to say that, I come from Louisiana, that meant a lot.
Right. Paul Jones has been up so many times on the podium in consecutive years, and he has this the usual thing that he says. It's certainly not a singular effort. It takes a team to get this operation to work. And I bet there's nobody out there that would agree to that statement more than you.
It's all teamwork. It's all teamwork. No way to get to where we did or what we proved for through the years to get to that place. It's all teamwork. We can't do it. We can't watch all the horses by ourselves. So it takes teamwork and people that you can trust and believe in you, and you got to believe in them.
Just a quick snapshot of Kenny's career. He has chalked up 13 Grade 1 wins, 71 graded stakes wins. He's been the trainer of Hall of Famer Mr. Jess Perry and Royal Bushwhacker, and won the All-American Derby with I Hear a Symphony. All in total, his runners have accounted for $33.5 million in earnings.
You've accomplished a lot in your career. And I know the competitiveness in you, that you want to win every race, whether it be the $3,500 claimer all the way up to the $1 million futurity. What races out there? Obviously, you want to win shoot towards the Breeders' Futurity. It's a $1 million state bred race here in Louisiana. Obviously, that's a target every single year. Where else, other than that? Especially, I wouldn't say you're in the twilight of your career, the tail end, but you don't see 90-year-old trainers. There's not very many of them that you're near that. But what else out there is there to accomplish for Kenny Roberts?
All the races that I won, and that's the only dream I didn't come true yet. It's winning All-American. I really would like to, I won the consolation to the All-American. I won the Derby, but I never could get one in the final. I never got one in the final. So maybe through the years and something might come on and drive me back out there just to try to get that achievement.
That's going to be a tough one, and I'll tell you why. You for sure, the state bred program in Louisiana is so good. It's almost to the point where you don't really have to leave the state, especially with the Louisiana bred.
Right.
Stay here and run for the state money. That's the way the program is designed, and it's it's the top of the list in the United States when it comes to the programs. So to get one to stand out in Kenny Roberts' mind big enough to think that he's going to take it all the way to the mountain, that's going to be some kind of horse.
You're exactly right. And I don't even, it don't bother me if it could be a Louisiana bred to go, but I kind of feel that we got Louisiana bred that can compete. It showed through the years, so, and I just hope I had that one just to slide in there and get that done, It's just part of my goals in life. If I can get it done, a horse that I feel that is that caliber, and I already know that when you go to Real Dose, you gotta have that racehorse look following you, because things changes a lot out there. So, but I feel if I have one that I feel that could really run, I want to take a chance and try it again. And see. Yeah.
And that'll do it for another episode of Dinner with Thompson. This time with future Hall of Famer Kenny Roberts down in Vinton, Louisiana. All of these films of the month are brought to you by Horse Logic. Visit them at horselogicpro.com.